Alright guys, so Lord Slug has finally been added to Dokkan. I am a big fan of this, and I know that this is a character that a lot of people probably wouldn't consider very hype, right? Like, you know, this is not, oh fuck, Ultra Instinct Goku, or holy shit, LR Super Vegito, right? But still, I like that they're kind of filling in characters who have not previously been released, right? Like, Lord Slug is not a character that was in the game before. Like, he was in the Hero Extermination event, just in one stage as a boss, but now there's two versions of him that are actually obtainable, and this one, once he Dokkan Awakens, does actually Dokkan Awaken into a form where Slug will take his giant form. Now, the one thing I will confess that is very, very odd is that the banner in which this physical Lord Slug we're going to showcase today, and Awaken as well. But see, that's kind of the thing. Like, I do show off some of these units sometimes ahead of time before they're released at 100% on the private server account. But I always like to kind of awaken the unit, do a breakdown, and then kind of take them into a stage video. Like, I always enjoy doing these and kind of like, you know, putting the unit's info up on screen and going over them, like, at the same time. Usually, I don't do that for the private server videos. That's just, like, seeing how they work in, like, a very good situation for them, right? So, the physical Lord Slug on this banner, obviously the banner is fantastic because LR Bardock, he might be the worst summonable LR, to be honest, but like, he's still, like, a summonable LR. So he's, like, above Dokkan Fest, like, unit level. Like, this guy would probably hit harder than Ultra Instinct Goku and, you know, units like that, right? So it's just, unfortunately, he is an LR, so he'll be compared to, like, you know, LR Gohan or something. And then, of course, here's Lord Slug, the two new units on this banner. But then, like, not a lot of people are going to have physical Lord Slug here, because, you know, this is one of those death banners where there's 14 featured units. Like, you know, you have the same chance of pulling physical Slug as LR Bardock right there. So it's very, very weird. Now, you can farm this Tech Lord Slug. Oh, there, you guys can tell what's coming up pretty soon. But you could also farm up this Tech Lord Slug right here, this guy, from the Lord Slug event. I already did a video on the Lord Slug event. And because the physical version of Lord Slug, my box is a mess right now after all those summons I did. Forgive me, guys. This guy, he's just normal Lord Slug. So, like, watch. If we go to... actually, I can't... Oh, damn, I can't actually do it. I was going to say, if I go to train him, we could see that they have the same name. But since they're both already SA10, we can't. So, alright. I'm going to go ahead and awaken this guy now. And we'll... Oh, no, not him. I'm going to go ahead and awaken this guy, and we will hop into an event and test him out. He is actually on several different categories, which I think is cool. He could be a nice little unit to use on a few categories. And this Slug, he is actually pretty good. Like, you know, he's not a subpar unit at all, I would say. He's actually quite formidable. So let's go ahead and hop into an event. I think I'm probably going to show him on the Movie Boss category team. Just any unit that could be on that team. The presence of Turles on that team just, like, makes the team so fucking good. I've gone over it a million times. But, alright, let me level him up and let's go ahead and hop in. Alright, guys, so here we are. Before we hop into the event, let's go ahead and break down our boy, Lord Slug. You know, I actually am very excited that he's here. I know one of the Dokkan subreddit mods, Wokey, has been waiting for Slug to enter into the game for a long time, and finally we got the beautiful green bastard. So this is the dreaded Super Namekian Slug Giant, because, you know, he does have his giant form back there. So his leader skill is Giant category, Ki +3 and HP attack and defense 120%, and then he also gives, I believe it's extreme physical types, Ki 3, HP attack and defense 70%. So right off the bat, the first thing I think of when looking at his leader skill is he could be pretty good for Dokkan Battlefield. You know, if you're a free-to-play player, you manage to get this guy. You know, here's the thing, right? Slug is not a Dokkan Fest exclusive, so he is going to be put into the unfeatured SSR pool. Even on, like, Dokkan Fest banners, he'll be there. So we know that the next Dokkan Fest exclusive card that is coming is the physical future... I almost said Ultimate Gohan, excuse me. The future Super Saiyan Gohan. Future Gohan is the next Dokkan Fest exclusive card, right? This Slug you could pull for that new Gohan and pull this guy on your GSSR spot, because it will be a 95% unfeatured chance there. So, like, you know, many people will pick up units like this guy or AGL Tapion, and, like, their secondary leader skill right here, like, will be fantastic as a sub-leader skill on Dokkan Battlefield, because, like, you know, the giant category, you also have Bergamo on there. So, you know, if you're going to be using, like, both Bergamo and Lord Slug on your extreme physical team, then that could be pretty useful in terms of, like, you know, having a good leader skill for Dokkan Battlefield, because obviously you can't use, like, 2 coolers. So, you know, for at least 2 characters, they'll be getting a double 120% buff, which, you know, that does, like, that is important. Like, Dokkan Battlefield can be tough if you don't have, like, a Mega Whale account, right? So I do like that. Also kind of like a secondary giant category leader in case you don't have Tapion. That's cool. I do like that as well. That now, like, you know, they're circling around and there's multiple leaders per category. Like, you know, we could see, like, another Hybrid Saiyan card, maybe like an, you know, an LR or something that could be a leader for the Hybrid Saiyan team. You know, they're going to do stuff like that, which I really, really like. So his super attack is the Darkness Eye Beam, which does supreme damage to the enemy and greatly lowers defense. His passive skill is the legendary Super Namekian, which is attack and defense 80%, which is very good. And then additional attack 50% for 5 turns after receiving an attack. So, you know what is very funny about this is, so there's 2 new cards out, right? There's LR Bardock and then the physical Lord Slug, both new on the banner. LR Bardock gets 70% attack and defense, whereas Lord Slug gets fucking 80%. And then Bardock, LR Bardock, gets an additional 30% on supering, whereas Lord Slug gets an additional 50% after he's hit for 5 turns. So, like, you know, Lord Slug is not bad. Like, I really want to let people know that he's going to be quite good. Now, I'm seeing that, like, the way the additional 50% boost is calculated, that would give him a total boost of 170%, basically, after receiving an attack for 5 turns. Now, again, that specific part I can't confirm. That's like people saying that the way Bardock's, like, his passive works, it's basically the equivalent to a 121% attack buff. So I'm pretty sure, like, all these people, like, this math is correct, you know, just kind of passing that on as well. So Slug will be a nice offensive and defensive unit, and then he does also have a medium chance to turn giant up to 2 times, which is meh, but I mean, I don't, if they could just let you, like, crit an additional in the giant form, like, that would be just so much better. Now, I actually might rainbow this guy, because again, he's pretty good. Let's look at his links. His links are Metamorphosis, Namekians, Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest, Nightmare, Shattering Limit, and Transform. So he has very good villain links, right? Like, he's got Metamorphosis, Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest, Nightmare. Like, those are very common villain links on not only an SCR Rose Goku Black team, but also, like, the movie boss category team. Like just off the top of my head, like, he'll link pretty good with SCR Janemba, you know. So I'm a fan of Lord Slug. I like what they did with him. And his 12 key multiplier is also 140%. And he does have 3 categories. He has the movie boss category, which I think is easily his best team. He is also on the Namekian category as well, which is added into the game. I'm going to do a video on the Tech Lord Slug, and I'll kind of do, like, a Namekian category showcase there, which, probably the worst category in the game. And then, of course, he's also on the Giant category. You know, now that I think about it, that Giant category is so bad. Rainbowing him could really help out that category as well. So I have the SSR version of LR Bojack on the team. I figured, you know, just kind of for shits and giggles, like, we would hop into an event and kind of toss him on there before I eventually awaken him. I'm probably going to do a video on this SSR version of Bojack pretty soon. Like, See, here's the thing. As of right now, I'm in a tough spot with Elder Kais. And I have 4 units who I'm going to need Kais for, right? So there's LR Beerus, who's very, very important, obviously. I finally managed to get LR Beerus. He's really good. He's fantastic on this team, and I want to put Kais into him. There's LR Bardock, who I'm going to need to get him from SA10 to SA20. There's the TUR version of Bojack, or the SSR version, whatever you want to call it. This guy right here, I'm going to have to get him the SA10. And then, of course, the physical Super Saiyan Future Gohan, like, he's coming in like a week's time. Like, so he's not very far off at all. So I want to save Kai's for him. So I'm probably going to do a video where I awaken this Bojack, and he's not going to be the SA10 yet, because you can't grind Bojack's super attack. You can feed in the SR Bojacks. There are some Bojacks in the Baba shop as well, but, I mean, just grinding up that many incredible gems is just so tedious. I hate grinding incredible gems. But this guy is going to be pretty good, and I do actually have 2 dupes in him. I pulled 3 Bojacks in that crazy stream I had the other day. So, I can go ahead and really make this Bojack look nice next to LR Bojack, which is something I am going to do. So, alright, let's go ahead and have Lord Slug. This will be, actually, this worked out really well, because Lord Slug, we got him first rotation. So, he's going to be able to build up his passive right away. 485,000 is not bad. I might give this man a little bit of orbs, just to kind of make sure he, yeah, 20k, that's a lot. I'm going to have to build him up for sure. So I think what I'll probably do, I might open up, like, Lord Slug's, like, bottom right path, and then maybe, okay, I'll probably just give him a full set of abilities, and then maybe in the future I will go ahead and rainbow him. It's just, I am struggling right now in terms of orbs, right? Like, orbs are just always an issue. You know what I could do? Because of the fact that I have the AGL TUR Bojack, 3.5 million attack LR Bojack is just so dumb. I could, since I have the TUR AGL Bojack at 100%, what I could do is I could keep the SSR and then just get him a full set of abilities, so I could run, you know, this team like this with all the Bojacks and stuff. Now, that's an interesting idea. Alright, so this is going to be a pretty good rotation for Slug right here, because he's going to have type advantage. He also will have his his full passive active now, right? So he got that extra 50% after he's attacked once. He should be able to defend against an int typing. Throughout the whole fight, this is going to be the best we'll see him. 760,000. Considering he's 1% in the dupe system right now, I would say that is very, very good. That means he is going to easily clear 1 million attack, like 1 million attacks. Oh, Bojack with the dodge, not bad. So, okay, yeah. That, to be honest, already from what we've seen, and then, you know, when I previously did a video on him at 100%, like, I feel pretty good about the decision to rainbow Lord Slug. I might actually go ahead and do that. It's just, physical orbs are the orbs that we've always had the most trouble obtaining. The reason, LR Bojack is just so dumb, by the way. The reason for this is because they seem to release more physical units than other types of units, right? Like, they just dropped fucking 3 on us with, oh, we got the transformation. Okay, that's fine. Just to kind of show them off for the video, right? We got 3 recently. We got Lord Slug, LR Bardock, and now Future Gohan is going to be as well. So, like, just so many physical units constantly makes it difficult to build up physical type orbs. And also, like, every time Dokkan has reached, like, #1 in the App Store, I think for both Global and JP, it's pretty much been like this. The main unit was not a physical unit. So what that means is we weren't, like, when we would get orbs as a reward for being 1 in the App Store, we were not getting physical type orbs. So, and then there's been, because the only, like, free-to-play physical LR, like, for a long time was Captain Ginyu. Now there's Kid Gohan. I don't know how they would do a legendary campaign for Kid Gohan, or even Captain Ginyu, the physical LR Captain Ginyu, to be honest. But I could see, like because of that, we never got, like, a crazy amount of orbs, right? Because look at it, like, LR Goku, Tech LR Goku, has a legendary campaign, right? Where the orb event is open every single day for, like, the full event period. Like, basically a month. So every day you're able to run that potential orb stage and get a ton of extra potential orbs. And then on top of that, after rainbowing, you know, LR Goku, you get all the orbs needed to rainbow him back. And usually they'll give you just a little bit extra from what it actually took for you to do. So, like, considering all that, that's the reason why we have significantly less physical orbs than like other type orbs. Like right now, I am drowning in STR type orbs, and like I've, you know, basically rainbowed every like relevant STR unit I've got. Like the only one who I guess I would count in this class would be the Extreme Z-Wake and Broly, but like I have LR Broly like already rainbowed, so it's difficult for me to justify putting orbs into the EZA Broly as well, because LR Broly is just a superior unit in nearly every way. The EZA Broly will be able to defend a little better after he attacks, but like that's about it. Like LR Broly is going to clear a lot more damage than him. There is actually a very nasty misconception out there that the EZA Broly is nearly as good as the LR Broly, which is just like completely not true. I'm actually going to go ahead and use a Senzu Bean right here. We took a lot of damage in that last rotation. We're looking good. The full Bojack rotation right here is going to be pretty good in terms of dominating Evolution Blue Vegeta. LR Bojack in particular, he'll do less damage on this rotation than we're used to because our health was lower, while still 2.9 million. But his defense is going to be absolutely insane, because the lower LR Bojack's health gets, the higher in turn his defense becomes. So Evolution Blue Vegeta will have like this. Is this gonna do 40k? What? And then he greatly lowers defense after supering. Wow. Okay. I greatly underestimated Evolution Blue Vegeta. Holy shit. Oh, okay. We're gonna get the transformation for Turles. Sure. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. So, you know, that's something different, right? We don't usually get to see the transformation for Turles. I'm actually very impressed by Evolution Blue Vegeta right there. 100 and nearly 50k to LR Bojack. Like, that's stunning, bro. I'm actually going to go ahead and use an Icarus here as well, because Metal Cooler will be attacked so many times at the end there that we could be in trouble if Evolution Blue Vegeta, like, if he's super attacked in his first hit on Cooler, and it's the Final Flash, he greatly lowers defense with the Final Flash. That's why LR Bojack took so much damage, because his defense got crushed after Vegeta hit him with the Final Flash, right? So then he started taking 36k from normals. If that happened to Metal Cooler, like, we would be fucked. Like, the amount of damage Metal Cooler would take is very high. That's why, like, I love using support units, but it is kind of a buzzkill because they take a very, very high amount of damage, like, routinely. So, I want to get all those int orbs for my boy LR Bojack, but there's no need. Let's just have LR Bojack go ahead and defend right there, and that should go ahead and do it for this event. So, he supered first with the Final Flash. That's very annoying because, again, that will allow Vegeta to actually damage LR Bojack. Whoa, 4 million attack! Oh, Big Bad Bosses! Usually, Big Bad Bosses is not active for LR Bojack, but once it does, LR Bojack does crazy damage. So, Lord Slug, based on what I saw from him at 1% in the dupe system, I'm very impressed, and I am strongly considering at least putting some orbs into him. I think I probably should, because he is the best unit on the Namekian category. Yeah, because he's easily better than LR Piccolo. LR Piccolo is just not a very powerful unit at this current point in time. So, alright guys, that will go ahead and finish it for today. I feel like I was very long-winded today. Wow, yeah, the video might have gone a little longer than I thought. But anyway, Physical Lord Slug, pretty good. Pretty good. Better than I would have expected for what they would do for a Lord Slug card, unless he was like a Dokkan Fest exclusive. At that point, like, no Dokkan Fest exclusive at this point in the game is going to be bad. Like, they're always going to be monsters. We did not get the full Super Saiyan with this update. Hopefully, he will eventually come, maybe as a Dokkan Fest exclusive. I don't know. Thanks for watching, though, guys, and I'll catch y'all next time.